Disclaimer: all the statistics for the singles and albums came from Billboard.com. All the lyrics came from Genius Lyrics. The interesting and fun facts about the songs came from the About section on Genius Lyrics and from my knowledge of the songs. Some songs will convey their meaning through an interview or Spotify storyline. Some songs will feature statements from X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We are back with a brand new artist. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this next artist. I hope you guys will love this one as well, or as much as I do. We'll find out. I've heard this artist before, but I really got into their music more recently through their last two albums, which cut so deep to the bone and resonate with who I am and who I have become. The songs I've heard the most from this artist before I dived deep into their whole discography were Home, What About Now, No Surprise, and Feels Like Tonight. This artist proved that you don't need to win a competition show to become massively successful. So this next artist, if you haven't already guessed by now, is the one and only Daughtry. So Chris Daughtry appeared on the 5th season of American Idol and then got booted before the final 3. But as I stated earlier, you don't need to win to become successful. Chris Daughtry is one of few to succeed after losing a competition show like American Idol, The Voice, The Masked Singer, or any of those other ones that really gravitate more towards singing. Now let's get into the self-titled debut album, Daughtry, which was released on November 21st, 2006. It peaked at number 1 on the Billboard 200 charts and stayed there for 2 weeks back in 2006. And I just want to say happy 20th anniversary months in advance before it actually turns 20. So, yeah. I mean, it's pretty insane that it's going to be 20 years old in November. Just saying. I feel old. The first song on the album is titled It's Not Over, which peaked at number 4 on the top Billboard 100 charts and is certified platinum, which is effing amazing for a song to be certified platinum. Just saying. It is crazy. The instruments that are in the song are acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass, drums, and keyboards. The acoustic and electric guitar, along with the keyboards, all start at 0 seconds. The bass comes in at 12 seconds, and the drums at 13 seconds. You do have a couple of instrumental solos in the song as well. The first instrumental solo starts at 58 seconds. It goes to 1 minute and 2 seconds. Next one at 2 minutes and 7 seconds to 2 minutes and 16 seconds. And the final one is at 3 minutes and 20 seconds to 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Now we get the first verse starting at 0 seconds, goes to 23 seconds. Pre-chorus at 24 seconds to 32 seconds. Chorus at 33 seconds to 57 seconds. The second verse at 1 minute 3 to 1 minute 26. Pre-chorus at 1 minute 27 to 1 minute 41. Chorus at 1 minute 42 to 2 minutes and 6 seconds. The bridge at 2:17 to 2:31. Chorus at 2 minutes and 32 seconds to 2 minutes and 54 seconds. And then the outro of the song is at 2 minutes and 55 seconds to 3 minutes and 19 seconds. And then we can clearly hear the bass in the verses, which I really love, where you can showcase one main instrument in a certain part of the song and then have the other instruments, have them being showcased throughout the rest of the song. So the bass mainly gets its spotlight in the verses of the song, which is amazing. Now the lyrics that stand out to me the most come from the first verse, which is, "You've taken away everything, and I can't deal with that. I try to see the good in life, but good things in life are so hard to find." Facts. They truly are really hard to find, honestly. Like, nowadays, it is hard to even find the good in people, and I'm the person who sees good in everybody that I meet, and then later on, I see the bad things. And if it's really bad, then I leave because I don't want to be checked in that situation. And I mean, I have been taken away from everything, and it is not a very good feeling because it's one of those things that will stick with you for a little bit, and then you find your way out like later on, and it absolutely fucking sucks when that does happen. And I also really love Chris Daughtry's vocals in the first verse because they're like a nice soft tone. You really start vibing like right off the bat with the instruments as well. But his vocals definitely carry this song without a doubt, and it was freaking amazing. Not gonna lie. And it's has like that nice deep like cut in there too when he's singing, and it is fantastic. So I really love that as well. So that's why I love those lyrics from the first verse. Now, fun fact about the song is that Ace Young and Chris Daughtry met in Denver, Colorado when they were both auditioning for American Idol. And then a year later, they were both on the Idols tour in Columbus, Ohio. And then in an interview with Billboard, Ace Young stated, Chris needed a chorus for It's Not Over, and we came up with it literally right before we went on stage. It was the first thing I sang when I heard it. We came up with a couple of lyrics and the song was done. I had no idea it would become a #1 rock song of the year. We were nominated for a Grammy but lost to Bruce Springsteen. It was amazing. So just getting that motivation before going on stage is fantastic, especially for this song. Honestly, I was not expecting that at all. When I like, holy shit. I mean, motivation will come up out of nowhere or anywhere for that. And being nominated for a Grammy too is like very high honor as well. But then you also feel a bit devastated when you don't win it, but also feel really good for the other person who did win it. But yes, honestly, come on. Now for me, It's Not Over is going to be ranked 5 out of 13. Track number 2 is titled Used To. This one took me a while to get used to myself, but it is a good song. I do love the instruments in this one as well. The instruments that are in this song are acoustic, electric guitar, bass, drums, keyboards. Both the acoustic guitar and keyboards start at 17 seconds, electric guitar at 5 seconds, bass at 6 seconds, and drums start the song right at 0 seconds. We only have one instrumental solo, which is from 0 seconds to 5 seconds. The first verse is from 6 seconds to 30 seconds, chorus at 31 seconds to 58 seconds, the second verse at 59 seconds to a minute 24, and then the next chorus at a minute 25 to a minute 52, bridge at a minute 53 to 2 minutes and 15, the interlude at 2:16 to 2 minutes and 27, the final chorus at 2 minutes and 28 to 2 minutes and 59, and then the outro at 3 minutes to 3 minutes and 19 seconds. This is a really fun song. I really love, once again, Chris's vocals once it gets to the chorus, because it gets louder and has more of that like rock feel to it, which is amazing. But the lyrics that stand out to me come from the end of the chorus, which is, at least there's you, at least there's me, can we get this back? Can we get this back to how it used to be? This is how I feel in the current moment. With a couple of my friends, it's like, it's just not the same as it used to be. And it really sucks being shut out for a long period of time, not knowing what the hell's going on. You're trying to find little ways to connect back with the person just to see if they're okay, but nothing. It's just like one of those things like, okay, fine, whatever. But once you start putting that wall and just completely shutting out people, it gets lonely. It feels very empty. You don't know what the hell you're going to do, and it is not the very best place to be either. I mean, I've been there and it absolutely sucks. So just open up to like a few people and just take it day by day, honestly. I mean, I really wish I could go back to like how it used to be with those people because it honestly sucks being shut out. So I want it to be back to how it used to be. So that's what those lyrics mean to me. And used to is going to be ranked 7 out of 13 for me. Now we're hitting the absolute best track, in my opinion, of the album. I love this one so much. You'll hear me express like all the reasons why I love this one so much. So track number 3 off of this album is titled Home. It peaked at number 5 on the top 100 Billboard charts. This one gets me all the time. Every time it comes on. It is a great karaoke song. I really love the acoustic guitar at the beginning of the song, and then you really get the keyboards, and there's even strings in this one as well, which really give it a nice, neat little bow, in my opinion. So the instruments we have in this song are acoustic and electric guitar, bass, drums, keyboards, and then we got violin, viola, and the cello in this one. So the acoustic and electric guitar, the bass and drums all start at 0 seconds. Keyboards come in at 47 seconds, the violin and viola at 1:30, and then the cello at 2 minutes and 7 seconds. It's probably hidden somewhere else before that, but that's when I heard it the most with the cello. And then we got, for our instrumental solos, quite a bit here. So we got from 0 seconds to 14 seconds, 44 seconds to 46 seconds, 1:20 to 1:25, 1:27 to 1:34, 2 minutes and 39 seconds to 2 minutes and 41, and then 3 minutes and 8 seconds to 3 minutes and 12 seconds. So yes, quite a few instrumental solos, but it adds more of an emotional bond to the song with those instrumentals, and it's perfectly laid out through the song too, which I really love as well. Now the first verse is at 15 seconds and goes to 43 seconds. The chorus at 47 seconds to 1:26. Second verse 1:35 to 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Second chorus at 2 minutes and 7 seconds to 2 minutes and 38 seconds. The bridge at 2 minutes 42 seconds to 3 minutes and 7 seconds. And then the final chorus at 3 minutes 13 to 4 minutes and 1 second. And it's just so perfect. I really love his vocals in the choruses so much because it adds more emotion and gives the listeners more of a little bit of pain as well, and some nostalgia, which I really, really love, because when I hear this song, I get quite a bit of nostalgia myself, and it is perfect and so beautiful as well. But the lyrics that stand out to me the most come from the beginning of the bridge, which is, "Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it all. You just might get it all, and then some you don't want." Sorry, I just finished it before you sang the rest of it, because I'm listening to it in my ear. But his vocals, just singing those 4 lines of lyrics, you can definitely hear, just be safe, honestly, and if you wish what you wish for, make sure it's something that you want. Otherwise, it is not going to be the best thing ever. It might take years to get rid of it, whatever you wish for, so you always have to be careful. And it is just the best message to get through in a song as well, because it is inspirational in some ways as well. And it's just the way he sang it too, you get that pain in there a little bit as well, and it is perfect. And I really, really love the bridge of this song too. I mean, this whole song I love with all my fucking heart because it is fantastic from the beginning to end. And then the instrumentation in the bridge is beautiful too because you get more of the like the strings in the bridge, you get more of the electric guitar in there that gives it more power, and then Chris's vocals just takes it to a whole nother level as well. So, and the reason why I feel so much nostalgia with this song too is because I heard it growing up. Like I would hear it on the radio in like my daycare van. Let's be real here. And then like years later I heard it just walking around Kohl's. I was like, what the heck? This is not a song I was expecting to be playing in the Kohl's, but whatever. And then not that long ago, I heard it driving to my train station to go to school, and it was on the Sirius XM radio station that I don't remember off the top of my head. But then I was like, holy crap, I'm so vibing with this song right now. And it is so perfect. And then from that moment on, I like fucking downloaded this on my phone because it's like, this is just bringing me nostalgia, bringing me back to like my happy place. I mean, this is what the song does to me. Like, brings me back to my happy place. I will sing my heart out to this song like all the time in my car. I've learned from now on to just only sing in my car or when nobody's at the house. But it is a beautiful song, and I just recently heard this one acoustically, and I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. The way Chris Daughtry sings this acoustically, hands down fantastic. Because I was like, holy shit, you give it more emotion with just the acoustic guitar. And I think it was like a couple other instruments in there as well, but it's like, this is more heartfelt to me. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And the song legitimately made me cry when I was listening to it acoustically, because I was like, this is so perfect. This is a perfect song for that acoustic setting. It is amazing. I fucking love an acoustic. And from all the videos that I saw from his like last tour that he did, they had like, I think they did it acoustically. I don't know, I may be wrong, but always had like the phone flashlights, and he had the acoustic guitar. I was like, that is a perfect setting for this song live. Honestly, him with an acoustic guitar and singing the song, and then having the crowd flashing their phone flashlights is fantastic. Like, just even imagining it right now, it's beautiful. Because it is the perfect song to do that to. And I'm a sucker for not even going. I almost went to the concert when he was here in November. And I'm pissed that I didn't. I should have. I fucking should have gone to the concert in November. I saw too many good freaking videos from his last like tour that he did before they went on a cruise for a few days and performed. But I was like, it's my own damn fault for not going. So please come back to Denver, Daughtry, or close to Denver, because I will go fucking see you. Because hell yeah, I need to. Especially hearing this song live too. It will give me chills up and down my spine, and will probably make me cry because it is beautifully written. And the instrumentation works so perfectly through this song. It is fantastic. Alright, enough about me yapping on how much I love this song. So, the fun facts about the song is that a year later when his group Daughtry recorded their song for their debut album, it had the same structure and chords that Chris had fashioned at his home in North Carolina. And then when the producers of Idol asked to use home for their sixth season exit song for their eliminated contestants, Chris replied with an enthusiastic, Absolutely, please use it. I mean, it's a great song for that too. Just giving people hope that something good will happen after they got eliminated. So I really love that. And then in an interview with Billboard, Daughtry responded, I had already auditioned for Idol, and I knew I was leaving for Hollywood. I was sitting on my couch oddly and wrote Home at Home. I felt it was a song that could go on pop radio. Honestly, inspiration like pops out of nowhere, and just writing the song while you're sitting at home, it's perfect. So for me, Home is going to be ranked 1 out of 13. Now, song number 4 on the album is titled Over You, which peaked at number 18 on the top 100 Billboard charts. So we go from a nice, like, pop rock song to a nice rock song. So there is going to be a nice balance in between those kind of, like, genres of music, which is fantastic in my opinion. Now, the instruments that we have in this song are acoustic and electric guitar, bass, drums, and keyboards. So the acoustic guitar starts off the song at 0 seconds, electric guitar at 22 seconds, the bass and drums both at 11 seconds, and then the keyboards at 27 seconds. And then we got 2 instrumental solos in the song from 59 seconds to 1:04, and then 2 minutes and 4 seconds to 2 minutes and 14. Then our first verse is from 0 seconds to 26 seconds, chorus at 27 seconds to 58 seconds, second verse at 1:05 to 1:31, chorus at 1:32 to 2 minutes and 3 seconds, bridge at 2:15 to 2 minutes and 26, third chorus at 2 minutes 27 seconds to 2 minutes 51, post chorus at 2 minutes 52 to 3 minutes 16, and outro at 3 minutes 17 to 3 minutes 23. Amazing, right? Now the lyrics that stand out to me, I actually had a hard time because I was going between quite a few, but at this time it is going to be from the second verse, which is, and when you slammed the front door shut, a lot of others opened up, so did my eyes, so I could see that you were never the best for me. Amen. Like, amen. Like, like, stuck with me for a long time, and just going over this song right now too, it just is one of those things, like, yes, because so many people have slammed so many doors in my face saying, nope, you're just not the person I want in my life. And I've done that myself to quite a few people, because I'm like, I see now. I see clearly who you have become. It is terrifying. I don't want to be around you. Like, you make me feel sick. Like, sick to my gut. And like, and then you finally realize that that person was never right for you anyways. Like, if it's a friendship, a relationship with a partner, it's like one of those. It takes you a while to actually open up your eyes, and then you finally see what's going on. I've made so many references to songs to the next album just now. Insane. But yes, it's that whole, like, idea and feeling. So that's what those lyrics mean to me. And plus, the instrumentation during that verse 2 is fantastic, along with Chris's vocals too. Now, some fun facts about the song. Chris Daughtry wrote Every Day on the Idol Summer Tour, which was the season after he was on. This was one of the songs that he wrote during that tour as well. Chris Daughtry and Brian Howes set up shop in a hotel room in Alabama to write the song that originally had different lyrics and was titled Half. I really am curious on what those other lyrics were and why that was the title before they changed lyrics and made it Over You? I really want to know, to be honest. And then in an interview with Billboard, Daughtry said, I wrote every day of that Idol tour, never taking a day off. It didn't sound tough enough. We wanted more testosterone, so we settled on a lyric change. It is very understandable. You want to, like, what you're writing down, it's like, it just doesn't feel right with what's going on with, like, the music or anything else that, so, I mean, making that change is perfect, and I really love the outcome of this song. So Over You is going to be ranked 6 out of 13 for me. Song number 5 is titled Crashed. This is a good song too. It took me a while to get the like feels for it, like good vibes with it, to be honest. It was one of those songs like at first, and then really heard it a few more times and was like, okay, I like it. Especially with the drums the most in this one. I really love the drums in this song. Now the instruments that we have in this song are guitar, bass, drums, and keyboards. The guitar and drums both start at 0 seconds, and then the bass and keyboards at 13 seconds. We have 2 instrumental solos in this song, which are from 0 seconds to 12 seconds, and then 3 minutes 11 to 3 minutes and 26. The first verse comes in and starts at 13 seconds and goes to 40 seconds. Chorus at 41 seconds to 1:09. Second verse at 1:10 to 1:35. Chorus at 1:36 to 2 minutes. Bridge at 2 minutes and 1 second to 2 minutes 18. Chorus at 2 minutes 19 to 2 minutes 44. And then the outro at 2 minutes 45 to 3 minutes 10. Perfect. And the lyrics that stand out to me come from the end of the bridges. You saved me, you gave me just what I need. Oh, just what I need. I've had that feeling recently and a couple of years back, because it's like, you definitely helped me fight my demons. You saved me from what was going on during my darkest times, and you were definitely what I needed. And just recently I found a great friend who gave me what I needed as well, and just going back and forth just shows that not knowing a person for a whole lot of time can become a really good friend of yours, and then you have so many different similarities and interests, and it's one of those things where it's just like you go back and forth about that, so, and help each other out too through tough times in a short amount of time from knowing them too is one of those other things too, like we saved each other basically as well. So I really love that. So it's one of those great connections to these lyrics of this song. And then for me, Crashed is going to be ranked 9 out of 13. Track number 6 on the album is Feels Like Tonight, which peaked at number 24 on the top 100 Billboard charts. I really love this one too. This is another one off of this album that I fell in love with immediately. The music video too, I was like, I had this weird thing going on, like, not that long ago, I was thinking of random music videos for some reason, and I was like, I feel like this was a Daughtry one. And it was that I was thinking of. I was like, okay, I was right. I was like, okay, I am right. Because I remember this giant, like, speaker behind the band, and then, like, seeing, like, a skyline, and they were in, like, somewhere, I don't know where they were, but I was like in the middle of nowhere basically at one point in the music video, but I was like, okay, yep, that's right. So my realization came to life. But yeah, it was one of my weird and strange moments I've had in my life. But the instruments in this song are acoustic and electric guitar, bass, drums, and keyboards. both the acoustic and electric guitar start at 0 seconds. Bass and drums both at 6 seconds. And then the keyboards at 22 seconds. And then we've got a couple of instrumental solos in this song. First one from 0 seconds to 6 seconds, and then a minute 7 to a minute 20, a minute 12, and then 2 minutes 41 to 2 minutes and 47. And then we have the first verse at 7 seconds to 33 seconds, chorus at 36 seconds to a minute 6, second verse at a minute 13 to a minute 39, chorus at a minute 42 to 2 minutes and 9 seconds, bridge at 2 minutes 12 seconds to 2 minutes 40 seconds, final chorus at 2 minutes 48 seconds to 3 minutes and 15, and then the outro at 3 minutes 17 to 3 minutes 47. And then the lyrics that stand out to me come from the bridge, once again, which is nothing else here seems to matter in these ever-changing days. You're the one thing that remains. I could stay like this forever. The reason why I'm choosing these lyrics, it's because not only because of Chris's amazing vocals during the bridge, he adds more power. The instrumentation with his vocals go perfectly during the bridge, and it just has so much emotional feel as well, which I really love. With like all my heart, I really love the emotion writing in this song, and it's just one of those. And then the other part of it is because there's times where I don't want anything to change. I just want it to stay the same because it makes me feel whole, makes me feel safe. And then it's also because I just want my closest and dearest friends with me, and I want it to stay like that basically forever, because they're the ones that help me get through life, even my family. But there are certain friends who just get and understand me more than anybody else. And it's like a close-knit family with my friends as well. So that's what I get from those lyrics. Now, some fun facts about the song. Chris Daughtry didn't initially love the song and didn't want to record the song either. It was the 4th single off the album and was the only single that missed the top 20 charts, and one of 2 on the album that Chris didn't write. The song was written for him if he won American Idol. And then in an interview, Chris said, "But I ended up loving the song. It has such a great melody with a simple lyric. Once I started singing it, I realized it was actually a fun song to sing." And then in an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Daughtry responded with, "Max Martin and Dr. Luke had written this song, and it was actually one of 2 songs that I recorded and didn't write anything on. I didn't work with those guys. I remember it being very close to the end of the recording making process for the album. And I remember getting this song and I was like, no, I'm not cutting it. It's way too pop. It's so not with the rest of the record. I was really being a bull about it, and I remember being told, this was the song that they wrote for you if you had won the show." And I was like, well, now I definitely don't want to do it. Anyway, I appeased them, I recorded it, and then I remember hearing it back and going, okay, you were right, this was definitely a good idea. And it became one of our bigger songs, and I still don't know what it means. I mean, I feel like it's a good thing that you still don't know what it means. You know, I mean, you can make your own interpretation on what the song could possibly mean, but also not wanting to do it after finding out that it was written for you if you had won the show. I mean, I totally get it, because it just makes you feel like, no. Makes you feel broken, basically. and it's not a very good feeling either. But for me, Feels Like Tonight is ranked 3 out of 13. Song number 7 is What I Want, which has guitars, bass, drums, and keyboards. The keyboards are very faint in the song. The drums start at 0 seconds, bass at 2 seconds, and then the guitars at 3 seconds. And then we've got a little bit of instrumental solos in this song, which is from 0 seconds to 14 seconds, 45 seconds to 50 seconds, a minute 21 to a minute 23, a minute 38 to a minute 51, and 2 minutes 24 to 2 minutes and 45. The first verse is at 15 seconds to 27 seconds, chorus at 28 seconds to 44 seconds, second verse at 51 seconds to a minute 4, chorus at a minute 5 to a minute 20, bridge at a minute 24 to a minute 37, and then the final chorus at a minute 52 to 2 minutes and 23 seconds. I mean, the song is good. It's just, for me, it took me a long time to get used to this one. And just re-listening to it, it's just like, it's one of those, it's like, still really not for me, but it's still good. It does hit like the nice rock element, which I really love. But the lyrics that stand out to me come from the bridge, which is, don't tell me you saw it all along. God help me, I never knew I belonged. Guess I was wrong. I know that feeling. It's like, yes, someone saw it before I even saw it with my own 2 eyes, being in this awkward ass friendship with people, and it took me a long time because I didn't want to believe it. And then when I did, I was like, yeah, they're just basically manipulating me to get information that is just terrible to do in like any circumstances. Like, hell no. And then finally opened up and saw what was actually going on, and then finding out I was wrong on what was going on, and then made the right decision of getting the hell out of there, because it is not good for either party. So that's what those lyrics mean to me. And then a fun fact about the song is that Slash from Guns N' Roses plays a guitar solo between the bridge and the last chorus of the song, which is at a minute 38 to a minute 51, and we hear his guitar being played throughout the rest of the song as well. It does have that little bit hint of Guns N' Roses in there, just a little bit. You just gotta listen to it really carefully, but you can definitely hear it. So for me, What I Want is going to be ranked 13 out of 13. Now, track number 8 is titled Breakdown, and the beginning of this song reminds me of another Daughtry song later on. I just can't remember which one off the top of my head at the current moment. But when I first heard this song, the first couple lines of lyrics, I was like, holy shit, we're just doing a depressing song right off the bat. Because it also caught me off guard too. I was like, wait, let me backtrack, let me start the song over. I was like, okay, I did hear it right. Got it. The instruments we have in this song are acoustic and electric guitar, bass, drums, and keyboards. The acoustic guitar starts right off the bat at 0 seconds, electric guitar at 2 minutes and a second, bass and drums at 9 seconds, and the keyboards are very faint. You really gotta listen for them. They are there, they're just faint. And then we have instrumental solos from 0 seconds to 8 seconds, a minute 13 to a minute 20, and then 2 minutes 26 to 2 minutes 44. And then we have the verse at 9 seconds, first verse at 9 seconds to 31 seconds, pre-chorus at 34 seconds to 49 seconds, chorus at 51 seconds to a minute 12, second verse at a minute 21 to a minute 43, Pre-chorus at 1:45 to 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Chorus at 2 minutes and 3 seconds to 2 minutes 25. Bridge at 2 minutes 45 to 2 minutes 54. And then the breakdown of the song is from 2 minutes 58 to 3 minutes 43 seconds. The lyrics that stand out to me come from the second verse, which is, all your little lines, convictions, and your lies. What right do you have to point at me? Yes. Many different people have told me straight lies through their fucking teeth, and it is disgusting. Like, you find it out later on, and then they pass on the blame to other people, and not them taking accountability. It is terrible. Like, you get that haunting and that guilt built inside of you. It's like, really, everything that you just told me? Like, shit. You've got to be kidding me. What the fuck are you doing? You should be taking the blame, not passing it on to somebody else. And your lies will come back and forever haunt you as well. Come on. And then we'll all go through that breakdown. Now for me, breakdown is going to be ranked 11 out of 13. Track number 9 is titled Gone. This one, like, I actually felt the nice vibe with this one more recently than I did when I first listened to the album. Because the instrumentation just came together for me in this one. And Daughtry's vocals too just hit the spot. Because you get that like softer tone at the beginning in the first verse, and then it gravitates towards the louder and more energized in the chorus. So it has that nice flow throughout the song, and I really love that. And the instrumentations definitely get louder during the choruses of the song, and they drop down in the like sound and energy in the verses, and I really love that. I love the balance in between. Now the instruments in this song are guitar, bass, drums, and keyboards, which all start at 0 seconds. The instrumental solos we have in the song are from 0 seconds to 10 seconds, and then minute 56 to 2 minutes 16. So our first verse comes and starts at 11 seconds to 32 seconds. Chorus at 33 seconds to a minute 5. Second verse at a minute 9 to a minute 31. Chorus at a minute 32 to a minute 55. Bridge at 2 minutes 17 to 2 minutes 29. And then the final chorus at 2 minutes 30 to 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Now the lyrics that stand out to me come from the end of the second verse, which is, the day you turned on me is the day I died, and I've forgotten what it's like and how it feels to be alive. Again, literally, legitimately preaching to me. Like, there are so many people that turned on me and made me feel like complete dog shit, and it's like, okay, cool. I just felt like I died. Like, no one gives a shit or gives a fuck about me at all. And it sucks to be even forgotten. Like, being shut out by somebody makes you feel like you've been forgotten. And then finding that hope and that nice feeling with other people makes you feel alive. And that's how it feels right now. Like, in today, in the present. So many times through my life, it's felt like this. And I really love Chris's vocals during the second verse because it has that nice emotion to it, and it is fantastic. The instrumentation in the whole song is amazing. Great storytelling too, because you could picture your own movie in your freaking head 100%. Now, this song for me is going to be ranked 4 out of 13. Track number 10 is titled There and Back Again. The instruments we have are guitar, bass, drums, and keyboards. The guitar and drums both start at 7 seconds, the bass at a second. The keyboards are there, they're just very, very faint because the other instruments are overpowering the keyboards. But we have quite a few instrumental solos in this one, which are from 0 seconds to 17 seconds, a minute 4 to a minute 9, a minute 54 to a minute 59, and then 2 minutes 52 to 3 minutes in a second. The first verse comes at 18 seconds to 34 seconds, pre-chorus at 35 seconds to 43 seconds, chorus at 44 seconds to a minute 3, the second verse at a minute 10 to a minute 26, pre-chorus at a minute 27 to a minute 35, chorus at a minute 36 to a minute 53, bridge at 2 minutes to 2 minutes 13, and then the final chorus at 2 minutes 15 to 2 minutes 51. Now this one has more of like a, I would go more towards like a heavy rock, or more, not heavy, but hard rock, because it has that feel to it. Like, they want it to be more angsty and really want to grab your attention with the instrumentation on this one. And in his, again, Chris's vocals on this track too are nice and gritty and makes it feel more hard rock than just rock. And I really love that. But the lyrics that stand out to me come from the end of the first verse, which is "Don't wait for the hands of time to second guess and change your mind." Again, another inspirational moment in the song. Like, come on, get that motivation going. And it really works for this song too, and with the rest of the lyrics. It's just like, you don't want to change your mind. Go for what you believe in. Go for what you are strive to do. Take in that leap of faith, because if you change your mind, it may never happen again. So you want to do it right away. Don't second guess yourself. Just go on that first try. Do it. But for me, There and Back Again is going to be ranked 10 out of 13. And then track number 11 is All These Lives. Now this one, honestly, when I first heard it, I was like, am I listening to fucking Camp Rock too? Like, what the fuck is going on? Because the beginning of the song with this instrumentation definitely reminds me of one song from Camp Rock 2 with Joe Jonas and Demi Lovato's characters. For the life of me, I cannot remember his name in the movies. And it is going to bother the crap out of me now, because I remember her name, but it reminds me of that one song that always cracks me up too, when they're singing their hearts out outside of their cabins and no one else hears them singing. It's like, what the hell? But that's what the very beginning with the instruments remind me of. It's like, and then it goes, I was like, oh no, it's definitely not Camp Rock 2, but it made me feel like it was Camp Rock 2, like for a hot second. The instruments we have in this song are acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass, drums, keyboards, and strings. The acoustic guitar starts off the song at 0 seconds, then the electric guitar, bass, and drums all come in at 11 seconds. Keyboards are there, once again, they're just faint. The strings come in at 6 seconds. We have no instrumental solos in this song. And then the verse starts at 0 seconds, goes to 23 seconds, pre-chorus at 24 seconds to 34 seconds, chorus from 35 seconds to a minute 3, second verse at a minute 4 to a minute 14, pre-chorus at a minute 15 to a minute 26, chorus at a minute 27 to a minute 49, bridge at a minute 50 to 2 minutes and 1 second, third verse at 2 minutes and 2 seconds to 2 minutes 12. Final chorus at 2 minutes 13 to 2 minutes 36. And then the outro is at 2 minutes 37 to 3 minutes and 5. Speed racing through that. But the lyrics that stand out to me come from the chorus, which is, never gonna let you take my world from me. It'd be outside, the world outside these walls may know you're breathing, but you ain't coming in. It's one of those, like, for me personally, it's like a universal theme. If like somebody like breaks me and tears me apart, then it's like, nope, you're no longer welcome in within these walls. Like, this barrier I even put up because you are fucking toxic, and you're never gonna take anything away from me ever again because of the way you are. Must be watching playoff hockey down there. But it's just like, you gotta be shitting me. You are like the absolute worst person ever to do this. Because then one of these days it will come back and do the same shit to you because that's the person you are. So not letting someone in that is so fucking toxic is a good thing, because you don't want that in your life. And I learned that the hard way. And the rest of the song is so fucking depressing. Like, it has a good overall theme and message behind, and I think the way Daughtry even sings through the song too gives it more of that emotional and painful feeling as well, because it is beautifully written, and it definitely shows you what can happen in other people's lives, and it is absolutely terrifying too. It is just beautiful all the way around. And then in a statement about the song, this song has been falsely interpreted as about a teenager escaping from their parents' house. However, Chris Daughtry himself said about it, we didn't want to write about the same old thing. He brought up this theme about child abduction, and it became really deep in an emotional song. It's a song shedding light on the people out there that do that sort of thing. As a parent, this hits close to home because no parent would want to ever go through that. And very powerful too, because it does happen and it is terrible, because you do want to shed light on like the topic, because people just don't know when to give up or even stop. So having something being said about it or even sung about can help, and I really love that feeling as well, because you want to make sure people are being understood for what's going on in their life. And then I do really like how it is actually coming from the mother or even the father's perspective of their child being kidnapped. Because it could be either way too, or it could be from both perspectives as well, if you really think about it. But for me, All These Lives is going to be ranked 8 out of 13. Now on to track number 12, which is What About Now, which peaked at number 18 on the top 100 Billboard charts. Now this is another song that I fell in love with right away. Even when I was younger too, and then just listening to his music over again, I was like, I remember this song. I just love the way the piano starts off the song as well. Sorry. It's a thing for me. It's muscle memory for me, where I have to do the little drum beat in between the first and second verses. But it's just a really beautiful song. It is beautifully written, and it is one thing that will connect with you immediately, and this one truly did with its message, and it's like, its overall message through the song. And it's just the way Daughtry sings it too hits close to home, because his vocals once again carry this song, and he adds so much emotion into it as well. And I fucking love it with all my heart, no matter what. Sorry. It's another song I sing my heart out to. And I did earlier, multiple times. Because it's such a fucking great song. But the instruments that we have in this song are acoustic and electric guitar, bass, drums, piano, and strings. We just have the one instrumental solo from 0 seconds to 5 seconds. We have our first verse at 6 seconds to 23 seconds, second verse 27 seconds to 48 seconds, chorus at 49 seconds to a minute 20, third verse at a minute 26 to a minute 47, chorus at a minute 48 to 2 minutes 19, bridge at 2 minutes 20 to 2 minutes 50, and then the final chorus at 2 minutes 53 to 4 minutes and 4 seconds. From 2:55 to 3:06, we just hear the piano to start the last chorus. The strings are very prominent in the bridge and in the last chorus of the song. And then the lyrics that stand out to me come from the end of the bridge, which is just hold on. There is nothing to fear, for I am right beside you for all my life. I am yours. It's just so beautiful. And the way Daughtry sings this part too adds more power, and I love the way he holds yours as well, because it gives it more like hope and more power to it as well. And just the instruments being played in the bridge too gives it more of that emotional feel as well, which I really love. And this song is an emotional song depending on how you look at it as well, but for me it is an emotional song. And for me, the reason why I chose those lyrics besides Daughtry and the instrumentation is because there are things for me that I just want to have beside me forever, and want to have that one person in my life who will be forever mine. And it's just basically kind of like a little love letter in a way too, when I think about it. And you don't want anything to put too much fear into you. And it's just one of those things where it's like, I want that one person to be by my side forever. Also want my closest and dearest friends to be by my side forever, because it makes me feel whole and get that love and kindness and respect from no matter who you're with. So that's what those lyrics mean to me. And then some fun facts. Clive Davis, the music executive, asked the band to listen to a song written by former Evanescence members Ben Moody and David Hodges, along with Josh Hartzler. The group was happy to consider What About Now for their debut album. It was the fifth and final single off of the album, and the fourth single to make it into the top 20 on the charts. And then in an interview, Daughtry said, Clive Davis let me have my way on the first album, and he let us take the reins. And I like that. You want to give some creative freedom to artists, and also have those other artists there too to help out with the song as well. Make sure it works for them too, since they weren't the one, since he wasn't the one to write this song. So I do enjoy that. Have a little free reign. And it worked out so well too. And I like, oh, this song. It's so hard. So What About Now is going to be ranked for me 2 out of 13. Now, track number 13 is titled Sorry. This one is another good one and a really great way to close off a debut album. The instruments we have in this song are guitar, bass, drums, and keyboards. The keyboards start off along with the bass right at 0 seconds, guitar at 6 seconds, drums at 1:17. And then we have one instrumental solo, which is from 0 seconds to 18 seconds. And then the first verse starts at 19 seconds and goes to 42 seconds. Chorus at 43 seconds to 1:10. Second verse at 1:17 to 1:40. Chorus at 1:41 to 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Bridge at 2 minutes 4 seconds to 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Chorus at 2 minutes 41 seconds to 3 minutes 5. Outro at 3 minutes 6 to 3 minutes 29. The lyrics that stand out to me come from the bridge of the song, which is, "If I told you I've been cleaning my soul, and if I promised you I'll regain control." It's at the beginning of the bridge, because it's like, we've all been healing. I want to apologize for what had happened. It shouldn't have happened. And being somebody, like, you're changing yourself, want to become somebody different, not who you were before, and that you're regaining that control that you used to have, and it's becoming a better and healthier habit for you, and will make everything better as well. So that's what I get from those lyrics. So for me, Sorry is going to be ranked 12 out of 13. So there you have it. That was Chris Daughtry's debut album for his band Daughtry. Woo! And it is a great album all the way around. I'm going to personally rank this one 3 out of 8 for me, and then out of 5 stars, 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoy the balance between like pop, hard rock, rock, and also have the emotional balance throughout the, like, emotional ties throughout the entire album. Really shows to you that emotional songs can stick with anybody forever, and it is fantastic. So that's all. We'll be back for the next episode, which is going to be his second album with the band, Leave This Town bonus track version, plus the B-sides as well. That one is going to be a fun one. I cannot wait to do that one. But for now, I am your host, Michaela, the host from Music with Michaela. We'll be back with Daughtry's second album next time. Bye!